Hello, everyone. It's Brigid from the Art of Grace Publishing House. And today I'm excited to be talking to one of my co-authors in the book Collaboration that we are releasing tomorrow in Australia, Friday, the 24th of September at 9 a.m. in your Eastern state. It will be released worldwide. So Jennifer is joining me, and she's an embodiment and transformation coach. She left a successful mechanical engineering career in 2010 to follow her soul calling. And for more than 9 years, she immersed herself thoroughly into yoga therapy and other self-healing schools, deep diving into her own body and self-awareness to discover that she now calls home within. She has mastered the art of listening within to unleash the stuck energy and alchemize it into higher frequency to redirect it into purpose. I am so excited to be talking to you, Jennifer. Welcome, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me, Brigid. I'm really excited to be here with you today.
Is this the first time you're becoming a published author?
First time, yes.
Oh, how exciting. I remember my first time, and it's so exciting the first time. It's exciting every time, actually, but it's particularly exciting the first time. So can you share with us the book Collaboration? Why did you decide to contribute to this book?
It really was out of calling. So I received an email in my inbox, and right away when I read Collaboration, something vibrated in me. And because I work with the body so much and my intuition spoke so loudly to me, I was like, well, I'm very curious. So that was the first body sign. And then I tapped into the subject of collaboration before going on the interview, let's say, with Crystal. And it was very flowy inside of me what wanted to be written. Like, it was all about how from a very young age I couldn't understand competition, that from a very young age competition didn't mean it didn't make sense to me, because if we were doing what we loved and what we were meant to be doing and what was natural for us, why would competition even exist? And I remember having those answers very deeply ingrained in my heart already when I was a kid, and questioning already. So it started, I started writing on a paper, and this is what was coming out naturally. And I was like, okay, yes, let's do this. And then I just trusted. That's the honest truth.
Tell me, what is it like for you to be in a multi-author book and sharing your story like this, to become published for the first time? How does that feel?
Well, I stayed in the present in the process. I didn't overthink it. And how it feels right now is like, really? Am I doing this? Like, is this real? That's how I'm feeling today, 2 days before launch. And I'm like, am I ready to be seen like this? But during the process, it was a journey also, having to be in the medicine of collaboration, and whatever was being channeled through me, to start embodying it even more, and to start owning up to the answers that were within even more. So it really shifted my life to collaborate in such a book, and to be also collaborating with other people who were on this journey. It was a transformation journey for me that shifted my life. So it's not just writing, it's actually going through the journey of the message of that theme, collaboration, and the journey that all of us are going through. And it's like a transformation journey, group transformation journey, that we're all getting to receive each other from, right?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's definitely, each time I write a piece for a multi-author book, I certainly go through another level of transformation. I describe it as there's another layer of the onion being peeled back for you. And, there's a new version of you that steps forward. And it's not that it's better, it's just that it's different, and allows you to connect even deeper within to yourself. Can you share with the listeners, just give them a teaser of what you have shared in your story?
Yes. So the title is Unapologetically Authentic. Even my English, sometimes I'm French speaking, but it's Unapologetically Authentic. And it's all about how each one of us have their unique color and unique gifts. And when we embody that, and when we start to rest inside of own unique selves and in our intrinsic power, competition dissolves. We are in our creative nature, and what we are designed to do in life starts appearing very naturally to us. And there's no space, there's no real room for comparison or jealousy or competition. We are embodied in who we are, and we are designed to serve. And the essence that we cultivate inside starts naturally giving back to others. And that's what I focus on. I focus also a lot on embodiment and how to feel the messages and hear the messages of the body, to harmonize all those parts that we have inside so we can collaborate with others in more harmony too. So I insist on how the inner world impacts the outer world, our outer reality too. And a lot more, yeah.
Yeah, there would be more. It's just going back to you saying that you talk a bit about the embodiment and transformation. This is what you do professionally, and
yes.
You in the chapter you share some tips or lessons for people to be able to connect with themselves. Is that right?
Yes, totally. I share a bit of story. I share the process that I went through. I share the different voices inside the heart, the womb, and how it communicates, how the parts communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And at the end of my chapter, I do share a tool, like a link to go and get a free practice.
Oh, brilliant. So yeah, they're not only getting a book and learning from the story, and they get to have this free practice as well. That's great. Thank you so much.
It's a very, very deep practice. It just brings so much of inner peace and presence and quality in collaboration and in relationships in general. And first, relationship with yourself. I'm in the theme of collaboration with self. So how to learn to collaborate with yourself and be authentic and be true to yourself and honor your needs and your boundaries and your desires and be honest with your calling. And once this becomes clear, then you start building your playground and collaborating with others, but really from within, from really looking at yourself, face to face and being honest and starting living, owning up to that truth inside.
Yeah. And I think that that's something that's really important, that we don't talk about this enough. And I think that people, collaboration is always seen as an external thing, and that's not true. You can collaborate with yourself, you can collaborate with your own business. And it's something that I love about this book, how it's got the different, I suppose it's different sections or different
themes,
different themes. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Yeah, so different themes. And mine is on collaboration in business, and it's very practical, but I love the spiritual connection that we have weaved throughout this book, and it's allowing people to see that business isn't a standalone thing, and neither is you as a person. It's like when you have children, you need a village to raise children. You also need a village to be around you and allow you to grow and to be supported throughout life. And that village can include yourself and going within. Jennifer, sorry, what were you going to say?
Because I love what you're sharing, because the whole book is about collaboration with self, and then community, and then business, and then with spirit. And it just it's the whole spectrum of it. And I believe that all of them are interlinked, and they all should kind of exist in our lives,
Absolutely. That's the key. They're all interlinked to one another, and we can all use all of them. We can collaborate with all of them. Tell me about your business. How do people work with you? Like, what's it like for a client to work with you?
They're on for a journey. Let's put it like this. I really attract people who are craving to go deep within themselves, who are craving intimacy, who are wanting to create space for their heart, who want to get clear on what their deep desires are, and who want to start building their life, what I love calling their playground, based on the answers they find within. So it can be a group setup, or it can be an individual setup. But my main transformation journey is a 6 months group journey, a sisterhood, where many women come together and they're really rebirthing the next layer of authenticity that they're meant to be seeing right now in their life, and that shifts their life. So I call it sacred womb space, because we embody a lot at the level of the womb, where their primal power, where their intrinsic power is hidden. And we go and we release everything that is stopping them from owning up to that power. And that includes shame and guilt and fear and everything. So we work both the shadow and the light. And it goes through embodiment. And at the same time, it's light because we're a group of sisters. And there's a lot of support and collaboration and encouragement through the light and through the shadow also, that we also must see with humility and transcend through the healing process, the transformation process. It's a beautiful process. I love it so much.
I bet you do, and I bet your clients do too. I imagine that this is another way to unpeel those onion layers and to, you know, have that transformation. It's almost like chrysalis, where the, you know, becomes the butterfly, and it's able to.
It's exactly that, the rebirth process, and we're always rebirthing. We're always like peeling off a layer, and once a desire has been lived, then there's the deeper desire, and it's all about finding that jewel that is inside of us, which is the essence. So peeling off all the layers that we don't need anymore for our essence to shine more and more and more in order to naturally give back. It just shines through, you know?
Yeah. I think what your work is a bit like a multi-author book, where a collaboration brings together people and they become a community. So I feel like we're in a community. The authors of collaboration are in a community together, and it's a beautiful experience to be able to have community around you. And I feel that your program would be the same thing. Also allowing women to release sister wounds, because a lot of women have sister wounds, don't they?
Yes, totally. And so it's collaboration with self, because they need to go deep within their own selves. And then we meet as a group where they share and they are transparent. They share their voice, they share their gifts, and they support each other. So there's a lot of collaboration, and spirit is the guidance, because the whole program is not PDF. The whole program is very intuitive. It's always guided by spirit. I have a basic structure, you know, dates and stuff, but I show up and I channel in what needs to be channeled for their next layer of authenticity to appear. So that's why it's always kind of fresh, and I don't get bored also as a person. It's just always fresh. It's always with life force that I'm co-creating. So there's no real words.
Beautiful. Yeah, my heart's expanding thinking about the women going through your process. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. Jennifer, can you tell me, if somebody was thinking about contributing to a multi-author book and they thought they weren't a writer, what would you say to somebody in that position?
Oh, I would just tell them, trust yourself, because you have wisdom inside. And once you tap into that wisdom, do you know how many people will be touched by it?
Yeah.
And that's what comes from my heart right now, because you don't need to be a writer to have an impact. You just need to listen within and trust that you're born for a purpose, and that you're encrypted and designed to share something. And I believe the journey of writing really brings you face to face with what you're here to share. So enjoy the journey. There's a lot of love that you're going to encounter, and a lot of you that you will encounter too. You meaning your truer self. Yeah.
That there's a lot of love you're going to encounter, and a lot of you're going to encounter. That encapsulates the feeling of doing a multi-author book. It is so true. And you just being held in that container that we're held in. And I mean, Crystal from Hill House Publishing, you know, held us so well throughout this process. And it's been a beautiful way to collaborate in collaboration. It's something that, you know, because I've been in a number of multi-author books, and I really feel Crystal's passion for this, and it's a beautiful way to experience it, isn't it?
It is, and the structure is very supportive. You know, we are in a group, we meet every week, we go through our ups and downs and our challenges, and we can ask questions, but we also have enough space to be in our bubble and to create. And that's what I appreciate. In whatever group setup, I appreciate having my space, my freedom, and also be with other people who are on the same path. And that's what's beautiful about being in a multi-author book too. You're not alone, but you also have your space to be you.
Yeah. Yeah. And people are really interested. What I find in multi-author books is that the other contributors are really interested about you. And it's a great way to meet new people and to expand your network.
Yes, definitely. I can't wait to read the whole book and to get to know all of you more and to expand the network. Yeah, because we do create precious relationships when we dive into a deep container like this, because it brings us, it's vulnerable to write also. It's beautifully vulnerable. It's not a bad thing, right? But we're kind of naked, putting ourselves out there. So
yeah, I think that right now is a great time for this book to be coming out, because there's lots of I guess competition in a different way at the moment, where people are on one side of the fence or the other, and there's some people who are sitting in the middle ground. But I think that there's an opportunity for us to look within a bit further and be able to move forward in a more loving, heart-centered way. And collaboration actually will allow people to have that opportunity. Would you agree that this is the right time for this book to come out?
Yes, totally. I believe this book, Collaboration, holds a frequency that is a lot more united. And what you're exposing as a phenomenon that we're all undergoing in the planet right now is it's really such a portrait of the segregation and the separation that it's so separated, right? But it's so in our face. And I believe that this book, Collaboration, holds the keys and the codes to unify a lot more. So just starting to read the book is going to shift your frequency. And that shift will create change in your life. It will make you take actions that are based on that unity. Even if all the chapters are not read or all the chapters are not even understood, it doesn't even matter. If you're open to receive the codes and the intention of that book, it's encoded with that. In a specific time, especially like we're going right now, where everything is so split and segregated and so opinionated, I feel that it's a medicine book. It is a medicine book. So, and it's a beautiful topic. I think it's really the future. It's the new earth coming, without being esoteric, but it's a frequency that is coming, and that it's something to read and to be imprinted by. And slowly, the actions are going to be inspired in your life to connect more and more in that unity, rather than, let's say, the matrix that's really, really undergoing right now. And that is kind of cracking. But this book is here to support the ones that feel there's something else, but they need that bridge. They need that bridge. And it's very powerful.
Oh gosh, I love that. It is a frequency, and when we did the activation ceremony yesterday, it was so beautiful to see each person's feelings after that and their emotions, and to be able to be connected in that way, to be able to put it out to the world in that way, is definitely something that is going to have that ripple effect exponentially, and anybody who purchases the book will feel this. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that, Jennifer. Is there something that you would like to share that you haven't had the opportunity to as yet?
The only thing that comes is really, it's about being in the joy of the process, and tap into your joy, what makes you joyful, and follow that thread, because your essence, that's the frequency of your essence, and so much more. But just follow that, and you will be guided. That's all I can say. And and if you want to know more about the embodiment and everything, just to give me a shout.
Yeah, we will put the links. Jennifer will put the links to how to contact her in the comments, and you can reach out to her if you would like to hear more, learn more about her course, and learn more about what she does. And on Friday, the 24th of September, which for me is only one sleep away, and for Jennifer is two, being on different sides of the world. Whereabouts are you located? You're in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Canada.
So it's Eastern time at 9 a.m. that it comes out. So it's your time, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. So look out for our links, and do grab a copy of the book. And we would love to hear your thoughts around collaboration and what you feel collaboration is. And if you're sitting in competition, to reach out to us, because we can certainly help you to shift through that. It's an opportunity not only for us to grow, but for others to grow, the reader to grow, granting them permission to change their lives. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining me, Jennifer. It's been a pleasure talking to you today.
Same. Thank you so much, Brigid.
All right, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow because I'm going to talk to our publisher, Crystal Hill, at 10 a.m. Australian time tomorrow. And I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much, Jennifer. And thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.